Welcome to the Didi and Lital Show. Advice, thoughts, and stories from a married couple on cybersecurity, technology, and life in general. Now here are your hosts, Didi and Lital.
Hello, and welcome to the Didi and Lital Show. It's another week. What's up?
Now we can talk about the stuff that I really care about. Sports and songs and music and stuff. So let's start with the important stuff. Yes, Will Campbell's a bust. Yes, Drake May is a meathead. Very clear that Jaden Daniels is not as good as they thought he was, because clearly when he has Micah Parsons sitting in his lap, he's not as fast as he thought he is. Josh Allen is fucking Superman, and Lamar Jackson is a choker. So this is my my 5-minute sports update.
Correct on all counts.
Yes. One more thing, producer Dave. One thing that I disagreed with Felger and Maz. Aaron Judge is going to replace Yogi Berra on the hit list.
Yeah, home runs.
Home runs.
Yeah.
And everybody was saying this list tainted, not tainted, blah, 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 blah. The thing that Felger and Maz and I disagreed is that they said that by the end of the season, the number one scorer on the Bruins is going to be Pasternak. He's going to replace both Marchand and Bergeron, both who are okay in their eyes, and they think that he is not.
Is he close in terms of the numbers?
Yeah.
He
is like 10 goals behind.
Oh, okay.
He's going to pass everybody. He's going to pass Middleton. He's going to pass, what's his name? Ray Bork.
Bork,
yeah. All of them amazing guys. Yes, they were unbelievable, and he's going to pass everybody because he is such a gifted goal scorer. And I think people are giving him shit because of the thumb thing and other things. He's such a gifted goal scorer.
I agree. He's not as much of a household name as Bobby Orr and Ray Bork were, you know, and he deserves better.
He deserves better because he's just, if you see him play, people outside town say that he is the most dangerous kind of when you have a breakout, one-on-one against the goalie, he has the best odds in hockey by far. More than Connor McDavid, more than Austin Matthews, because he's so good at... I see this with my boys. They hit the goalie 99%. They do a breakout. They either hit the glass or they hit the goalie right here. And he's very gifted at understanding where the goalie's going to go and where the puck should go.
For sure.
So,
after me sitting for 3 minutes and
yes.
saying,
now we're
can
gonna
we move on with the plan?
Yes,
Are
our
we
favorite.
doing the love songs?
No, we're doing something better.
No.
You want to do the love songs of the 80s?
Yeah.
Okay.
Listen up, everyone, 'cause man alive, let's do the groovy musical top 5. The rockin' favorites from the entire crew. Lital and producer Dave too.
Producer Dave, this one you're gonna love. So we've discussed several things that are not gonna be like household names, like the Elvis and the Beatles. We've decided that the 80s has produced three tiers or three types of kind of
love songs.
Okay.
There's the power ballad, which if you think of, is it
Quality
songs,
love songs.
You Two With or Without You, things like that.
Yeah.
Then there's all the soul stuff. Like think of all the Whitney Houston, all the Lionel Richie duets.
No, they are in the same category.
Okay, so she thinks one way.
There are only two categories, not three, two.
So she thinks that there's two.
Either quality love songs or all the rest.
All the rest.
That's my take.
So we'll go with her definition
What
because
we would call schmaltz.
Schmaltz.
Let's explain it, and it's a German word that is
for goose wet, for goose fat.
Yes.
Right.
But it's basically cheesy. It's like the cheesy shit. And I will kick us off. You want me to kick us off?
So today,
Can you pick from either category or?
No.
Today we'll focus on cheesy makeup love songs from the 80s.
And I'll give you a hint.
The
You were in high school.
cheesiest.
You were in high school during the late 80s, right?
That's correct.
So think of a song that you grabbed somebody's ass on.
I get
the
one.
Having a
Yes.
slow dance on
Yes.
the dance floor
Yes.
in like your prom night.
You
or
probably have
whatever.
like 15 of them in the back of your mind.
when kids were still dancing, when you made
Yeah.
up. This is things that the kids listening to that. That's natural. Go play a song like that and grab somebody.
Oh yes, of course. But no, but that
So,
that
so
is
that's
actually.
on your 10, top 5?
No, but we put this in the quality ones because
You
Journey.
do? Okay.
I'll give you.
Okay.
I'll give you mine so you'll understand how.
We're 5.5 minutes in. Let's go.
So number one on the list, I'm going back to my original number one. All Out of Love, Air Supply.
Oh, brilliant.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is like.
So we're doing top 5 because we don't have the time.
Yes.
Top 5 cheesy love song.
Yes.
You're saying All Out of Love. I'm
Yes.
so lost without you.
Yes.
Air Supply. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Air Supply. That's yours. I would say my number one that I know was your number one when we talked about it at home. Careless Whisper.
Oh yes.
Great
That
one.
is like the cheesiest. Everybody made up for, it's,
Yeah.
it's like, oh,
Yes.
so good.
I feel like grabbing your ass right now.
just thinking about, yeah.
You weren't talking to me, were you, Didi?
Also,
Maybe,
possibly,
yeah.
possibly.
I mean, the song's pretty powerful.
Yes.
I think I'll go with Right Here Waiting by Richard Marx.
Oh,
Right,
Richard
yeah.
Dude,
Marx.
you know how to cheese.
You want to bring it in?
Sure.
Well, we
Yeah.
will go
It
to
will-
the next one. We'll think about it.
Yes. No, I'm ready with my next one.
No, let's put, I
All right, here's
think people
Here's-
enjoy
here's
the
a little Richard Marx.
Yeah.
I saw a some kind of video with Richard Marx,
Yes.
and he said, "Hi, I'm Richard Marx. If you don't know who I am, ask your girlfriend."
Yes.
It's got a slow build here.
Oceans apart.
Enough said, right?
Schmaltz.
Yes.
This
Yes.
is Schmaltz.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wet.
Yes.
All
Wet,
right.
wet should probably go in the list
Maybe.
somewhere.
What's your second?
The second one is "Slave to Love" by Roxy Music.
Oh, Slave to Love.
Yes.
Yes.
From the 9.5 Week soundtrack, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it has such a powerful video. Only.
Interesting choice.
Yep.
Roxy Music is pretty critically acclaimed, though. But
Yeah.
Yeah, I
It
think
is.
that this is. It's not in the quality ballads.
No, it's not. It's not.
No. Well, I know my next one doesn't
Yes.
go into quality, but it's one of my favorite. Eternal Flame.
Oh, I was going to pick that one. Wow.
Because it's so good.
Yes,
Yeah. It's. Yeah. Close your eyes.
The Bangles.
Yes.
Of course.
Bengals.
Yeah.
They're so good. So yeah.
Feel my heart beating. Do you understand? Do you feel the same?
It was a big hit for them. It might have
Yes.
been number one hit. I'm not sure.
No, I think.
quite.
Radio killed the video killed the radio song.
No,
Is
that's
bigger?
not. No, that's
Not
not.
Bengals?
It's not
That's
Bengals.
the
Oh,
Buckles.
it's the
That's-
yeah, right. Walk like an Egyptian.
Yeah.
No,
Walk like an Egyptian.
the cover, the cover of
Hazy Shade of Winter.
Yes,
Those are
That's
great
the
songs.
big-
Yeah.
Okay, you need to pick
Oh, it's-
something else because I took Eternal Flame.
My turn. I'll go Tom Cruise and Kelly McGillis.
Take my breath.
Take My Breath Away
Take
by
my
Berlin.
breath away.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it was on our list as
Yes,
well.
it was. On
Okay.
our list.
Yes.
All right.
Awesome song. Yes. And it's also all those movie songs.
Yes, which
yes.
I will go with.
Okay.
It's something that's very adjacent to the movie song.
You go.
Listen to Your Heart by Roxette.
I wasn't sure it was. I thought it was early 90s.
It was
This-
88.
88, so it's
88.
late 80s. Roxette has.
Yeah, a lot of kitsch.
In your eyes, yeah. You built a love, but that love, folks,
It has a little bit of already 90s feel to
Yeah,
me.
but
Yeah.
that's where, because it's just adjacent to the Pretty Woman song.
Sort of is.
It must have been Love, but it's over now. But yes,
Which is 90s?
nope, 87.
It's also because
87.
I
80.
Still on the
actually,
board.
if you say Roxette, I would say it must have been Love.
87.
Is more of, yeah. Okay. In the really, I don't even like this song so much, but it fits so well. So, Hello by Lionel Richie,
Oh, yeah.
because it does fit so well with all
Yes.
that
Yes.
genre, and it needs to be in the list. I don't like the song, I have to say.
it's so cheesy,
It's like
yeah.
that's the genre. Like,
For sure.
I think that should be number one, not because of liking it, because it's the title of the genre.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Basically everything by Lionel Richie is almost like that.
Wait till my next one.
Lionel Richie has a lot of drippy ballads.
Yes.
That is his thing.
For sure.
Yes.
Okay, here's my next one. Let's see if I can pull it up here. Might be a live version.
Oh yes.
That's not cheesy.
You don't think it's cheesy? Heaven?
No.
It's, again, there is this line between quality ballads
No,
and
no,
like
no, no, no.
very...
I'm with producer Dave. This is
Right.
just
Bryan Adams,
it's-
right?
He's trying. Yes, it's Brian Heaven by Bryan Adams. He's trying to sneak into my power ballad thing, but
Yeah,
he
in
is still
general,
Bryan Adams.
I have to
He's
say in
Canadian.
general-
He can't sneak in.
Yeah, Bryan Adams in general is kind of marginal on
Yes.
the quality versus cheesiness. So
Yes.
I'm with you. I would go with is this song from the Robin Hood? Is
Oh.
it from the 80s or 90s?
90s.
91, yeah.
'Cause
Everything I
that's-
do.
Everything I do it
Yeah.
for you. Okay, we'll keep to the cheesy 90s whenever we run
Right, when we
that.
get there.
Did you go? Are we in the fourth one?
We're in the fourth one.
Okay.
Now we went with Lionel Richie. I'll top you one Lionel Richie. Lionel Richie and what's her name? Endless Love.
Oh, Diana Ross.
Diana Ross.
Yeah.
Now we're talking like real cheese. It's like it's
Yep.
like the Cheesecake Factory.
Yeah.
You're now confusing me. I cannot think of my next one, but we can go. Yeah.
I'll give you Power of Love. Frankie Goes to Hollywood.
Yeah. So, okay, that we had a discussion because that is somewhere between quality and cheesiness. But I definitely, I love Frankie Goes to Hollywood.
It's Europop.
The Power of Love. It's so dramatic. And Didi said everybody in America know. I thought that people don't know the song.
We don't. I don't know that song. I got it.
You don't?
No. And
It has a nativity scene, so it's played by every Christian outlet out there from the beginning. As soon as Jingle Bells comes in, pow, Power of Love.
I thought people in America don't know the song, but Frankie Goes to Hollywood. It's a really good
Frankie
song.
Goes to Hollywood burned bright for a while and
Yep.
then did not.
Yep.
Well, White Snake's still on the board as far as I know.
Yeah.
So, 'Cause White Snake, Is This Love?
Now Aaron's gonna call me and yell at me because Richie Blackmore is like his uncle.
Oh, is that right?
Yes. So Aaron's gonna call and yell at me. It says, "No, Richie Blackmore's quality." No, White Snake sucks. No, they're awesome, but they.
I think
they're
that can
kitschy.
go into the ballads, but that's fine.
No, it's
I
still
mean,
it's not the same.
you'll-
It's not U2. It's not Poison. Every rose has its thorn.
Yeah.
It's not the. Yes. So I'll end with Elton John, Sacrifice. Because he's such a quality guy, and that song is such kitsch. It's like top kitsch, and it has a video of a dad holding a baby, a young daughter. Mom goes to work. That stupid hat. Everything.
How come it's not quality though?
It's not quality.
It's not his best.
It's not. It's, and it got a cover by Dua Lipa, so it goes directly into the trash bin.
Oh my! I
Your
had
last pick, Lital.
I had something. You go and I.
Glenn Medeiros. You wanted Glenn Medeiros.
Nothing gonna change my love for you.
Yes.
I don't even know if people know it, but let's put it. Okay, that's probably was only a European thing. Nothing's gonna change my love for you. Let's put it. People would understand. Everything by Julio Iglesias, by the way. Julio Iglesias.
Yes.
I say the way you.
Forever, oh, so clearly, I might have been in love.
Yeah, I can smell the cheese.
Yes.
It's coming. It's coming.
Never felt this strong. Our dreams are young and we both know they'll take us away.
Quality, believe me. Hold me now, touch me now. I don't want. It's coming. It's coming. Nothing's gonna change my love for you. You wanna know by now how much I love you.
Yes. This
The
is
best, the best.
This is like serious cheese.
Nothing gonna change. And I think it's on. He's walking on the beach.
Yes,
of course.
yes. Yes.
It's like everything 80s, sweaty, disgusting love songs. It has to be on the beach.
Well, for my final pick, I hope this qualifies.
Oh yes. Dave.
Wow.
Now I'm ready to
Oh
grab
my
your
God.
ass.
Is it also
Joe Cocker. It's I think it's from the
Top Gun?
No,
No,
close.
Top Gun?
close. The Falcon and the Snowman.
No. Officer and a Gentleman.
Officer and yes, but it's when he goes on the motor ride, like bike ride, right?
Well,
I don't know.
At the final scene, Richard Gere
Yep.
to the surprise of Deborah Winger's character
Goes up where we belong.
shows up. He's gonna take her away. He lifts her up.
What about Take My Breath Away? We didn't say.
he
I
did
picked
that.
that.
He
We
did
did?
that, of
Oh,
course.
Okay,
Yeah, I
okay.
think
Yeah,
I covered
Berlin.
some movies.
Again.
Yes.
Berlin.
All right.
So the runner-up that
Really good.
we all forgot, and it has to have a mention here on the Keach level. Agneta Flaskog and Peter Cetera from Chicago, two Keach masters, like kings of Keach, created a duet together, which is like
Did you say Crystal Bernard?
no,
Who,
Peter Cetera and Agneta Flaskog.
Which one?
I'm drawing a blank on the name right now, but it's a
I Wasn't the One.
yes, I wasn't the one.
Do you even know the song?
Well, as I said, the lady from ABBA and Mr. Chicago.
I know, it sounds like the things that you listen to.
Of course it is. It's Keach.
Yeah, I mean, there were thousands of songs like that, but nobody knows them.
But look, she is like probably one of the most known faces in the world. He's probably the most known voices. But once you go to his voice, everybody knows his voice.
Okay.
Okay.
Nobody made love
you
to
know who
this song.
Peter-
Maybe you had.
You know
like,
who Peter
Fringe
Cetera is,
making
right?
love.
Chicago.
The second
If you
lead singer.
leave me now.
Yeah.
Okay.
He also had one called Gloria Love.
Yes.
That might have
Oh
qualified.
shit! How we forgot that?
Yeah.
Because that
I think
it's
like we
Karate
need
Kid
to have
2.
more.
Yeah.
We have to have section 2 of
Yes,
this because
yes.
there are too many to make the list.
Yes.
HBR article today.
Yes.
A topic.
So Matt sent me something that I really loved, and it's really related to our topic with Charlie Kirk and free speech. It's called The Last 8%. Harvard Business Review claims that the best organizational cultures are the ones that are willing to give full feedback, true communication, the last 8% of what you want to say. Everybody keeps holding back when your manager does something wrong or your peers do something wrong. Most people will basically swallow the feedback. What we love to call the farting in the tub and swallowing the bubbles. And most people don't want to give the full feedback, and they're describing 4 cultures, which I can describe quickly and briefly.
Like always, you go immediately like to the end. Let's take a step back.
Let's take it back.
So, HBR is basically talking about
Harvard Business Review.
Harvard Business Review. They're talking about this problem is that the higher you go in the hierarchy of management in the company, the less you are aware of the real issues, the less people are truthful with you. And that's in most organizations. And those organizations that don't have a culture of openness and the ability to go say that this project has a problem, it's not going to deliver on time. This project has deficiencies and they're going to make the Airbus Max crash. Those kind of things.
Boeing.
Boeing.
Not Airbus.
I'm
Boeing.
like, it's morning. I'm mixing up. Yes, Boeing, but I did say Air Max.
You said no. It's
Maybe
not
Air
Air
Max.
Max. It's not
Air Max is the Nike shoes, aren't they?
Yes.
Max. Okay, you correct me. That's why you're here, for the fact checking.
Yes.
Thank you. The point is,
You value my feedback.
in most, there is this basic human contradiction between feeling safe and our ability to work in an organization knowing that a place will stay, and the ability to be truthful and to say very, very hard truth and ring the bell and go up the command chain and say there is an issue. And the point on this as the one thing that could make a huge difference between organizations that have big failures that cost billions of dollars to organizations that work it out and walk through that. And they nail it to this concept of the last 8%. The last 8%, that's what Didi was hinting, and we'll talk about it, is basically a concept that they measured. We are all okay with saying tough truth to only about 92%. There is like the last 8% that is things that are very personal, going against specific individuals, pointing out, finger pointing, blaming, or like really, really, really saying some choices that were made were completely wrong. Those hard truths are the last 8% of what a person, a manager, is willing to report. And in most cases on organization, people will 92% talk about inconvenient truth, but they will skip the last extremely harsh, the things that will have consequences to people, because they realize that once they talk about it, there will be consequences.
Yes.
And because of that, those 8% that are missing are causing a lot of failure. So the whole article is about cultures, other cultures, and the culture of people that can go and take the 8% risk, the last 8%, and say the entire very inconvenient truth to get shit done, and what it takes to have a culture of people that can talk the 8%. So kind of like setting the context.
Yes.
Now you go.
So the article describes 4 types
Of organizations.
One is that 8%, what they call the last 8%. Another one is what they call transactional, which is very much things. It feels like a lot of the getting shit done, but there is acceptance of bad behavior, and there is acceptance of less familiarity and more kind of lower execution. So this is a very high execution company. Let's think of this as like boiler room environment. Then they're describing what they call the family organization type. And I feel that a lot of the companies have drifted from that 8% down towards the family related.
What is the family related?
family
Because
related
it's not
means-
what most people will think.
Is basically that they think, I don't want to offend you. The thing that worries most people is, rather than give somebody strong feedback, is they mistake kindness with basically holding back, and they withhold feedback. That one of the biggest measure is how much they hold feedback. They emphasize the respect of the individual over the outcomes and the delivery and the feedback. And because of that, everybody feels warm and fuzzy until the stock goes down, and then people wake up one morning and they're fired. And this is probably the thing that this is, according to the article, the biggest group of American organizations. It's, by the way, the least type of Israeli organizations, because everybody will give you feedback to your face, whether you want it or not, with a nice kick in the nuts to go
I
along
would
with
say
it.
a lot of the Israelis are on the transactional side.
The transactional side is you need to be very careful not to be there, because the transactional side. So when I was talking to Matt, I sent him Dennis's feedback that everybody rows, everybody pulls their weight. You not pull your weight, you're out. And he said, that's transactional. I said, no, that's actually the last 8%. Because one of the key elements of that hard feedback to be given, really hard feedback to be given, is to tell somebody that they're net negative. The thing that people avoid telling people is that the work that they've done has no value. Oh, you say I worked so hard and it means nothing. Yes, you worked really hard, but you dug the wrong hole in the wrong place. You chose the wrong direction. You built the wrong design. You built the wrong code. It's better to throw it out now than to ship it and have it blow up in our face in a customer scenario. That is the hardest honesty. The transactionals, they'll do the best, they'll do the good, they will do so much that sometimes,
Regardless of quality or
exactly,
outcome. What is the fourth one?
fear, which
What?
is the other big American corporation of basically the Boeing. When you describe this, as everybody's afraid to say something. Everybody basically says nothing. It's the emperor is naked. It's I don't want to say anything. I don't want to lose my job. I don't want to say anything. It's basically sit tight, sit on your butt, say nothing, and hope everything blows away.
That's kind of big corporate. I'm
That-
just
yes.
a little screw in a big machine, and I just go with the flow.
It's not my job to tell you that you're wrong.
Okay, so let's just focus on this 8% story, because I think both you and I believe that is the way to build teams with extreme candor, openness. People are expected to speak up. They talk about two aspects that are must-have to have built this culture of people being able to speak the last 8% and not hold back from what the consequences would be. One of them is familiarity, which is not to go into the family thing of it, but basically people that really know each other and can say things. The more you know, it's very hard to tell truth to strangers. It's very hard to tell truth to people that are just, co-workers.
Have you just met me?
Yeah, I mean, they really say how important, and that's probably why we need those connections, why it is important to meet in person and not just have, those Zooms, even if you work remote from time to time. Get your team to meet somewhere in the world and have a random breakfast and coffee and lunch and dinner and drinks together, because just human connection increases trust, increases the ability to talk truth. For me, it is one of the reasons that I like working with the same teams again and again. I think you have the same thing. just it helps facilitate this trustworthy organization. It's not that it's not possible when you bring new people completely new to your team. It just means that you are cutting the time of getting to know the people, and people already have inherent way of working together, way of trusting, knowing what is it that makes people tick. You also prefer working with teams that you work with, or like mixing it up, teams that you work with, like a few newcomers that come and join the team.
You have to inject some chaos. As you know, I'm a big fan of injecting a little bit of chaos into the system.
It brings innovation. You are in, let's say you're in a new company. If you just bring your whole team and you do the whole thing, like the setup that you have, no matter what, is new. So actually bringing new blood into the team, injecting that is really good.
You always need to inject new blood,
right?
Because you always need to test new things. But the thing that I think we went is the too extreme of, there's like this perception that every engineer is the same thing. So we'll take basically a grade 11 engineer and we can just plug him into every team. That just doesn't work.
It takes time for people to mesh.
Yes.
And it's really important.
Yes. The other part is, one of the things we never measure is the willingness to get feedback. I have a long-time customer, Frank, and he says feedback is a gift. And this is something that is you'll hear this coming a lot from ex-military people, because military people know that when you ignore feedback, this is how bad accidents happen.
Absolutely.
And
somebody needs to say there is something that is risky and we need to take care of it.
Or that our process doesn't work. This is where, when lives matter, feedback matters. And you'll see this a lot of times in highly functional army units, because they understand the importance of not sugarcoating, not going around this person can't be here because he'll get somebody killed.
And that leads to another concept that they talk about in this article. And I think that's a concept that was driven into the wrong place in corporate America, which is personal safety and feeling safe, speaking up. So there is all this, I need to feel safe. And I think people took it into a very personal, feel safe about who I am and what I am. This is not what you mean. I mean, this is whatever. The whole idea is that an organization needs to have a very clear rules and set it up and be transparent about them, that you can point at point of failures. You can say things that you are expected, and be transparent and say it and give the safety that is not. Even if you go and say, people don't believe it sometimes, because that's the thing. Everybody understands that life is political, and you're going to point at somebody that did something, they will be afraid that there'll be consequences. And I think this is where organizations and teams and team leaders should think and take the extra mile again and again and do it, communicate that they expect people to speak up and create venues for people to speak up, have the one-on-ones regularly and encourage this hard conversation. Ask people and say it. I want to hear your feedback and I want your opinion. Just give it to me. Don't filter. I want the last 8% that you wouldn't tell me otherwise. Organizations need to think about it and provide the clearness that not only there are not going to be consequences for somebody going the last 8% and speaking up about things they believe have dire consequences, but actually they will be promoted for that. They will be celebrated and show it by actually doing it. Promote somebody for speaking up and doing the very, very inconvenient thing, because we as human beings, most of us, unless we are very outspoken and like poking, which a few of us are, I guess you and I are, but
you are not, I am, yes.
90+% of the population will prefer to not go into that areas, and we need to understand it. It's uncomfortable, and it's not a natural thing for human beings to do.
Because we want to be popular. And when you are going into high school popularity contests, if you come into school and you look like shit, and I tell you, dude, you look like shit, you're not gonna like me. And there's a big difference between high school and work.
I think it is not just a high school thing. If you think about human beings as, us as a species, being accepted by a tribe it's evolutionary. If you think about it, you being outed from your cave means you're at risk.
Yes.
So staying with and agreeing with the tribe, whatever the tribe is saying, is saving your life.
Yeah.
You'll get fed and you'll be with, in the warmth of your cave with your fire. So it is the way human beings survived. If you think about everything we're talking here, it's rooted in our basic human beings like desires to belong. And it's all understood. That's why everybody conforms to what the group is saying. That's why people will go with the flow. It's not just because, I want to be, the most, the high school prom queen. It's because being outed it feels so bad from such an internal thing for most of us, because I do think it's basic survival of us as a species. This is how we grew. We are social, tribal.
Yeah.
We need to belong, otherwise we're dead. Organization needs to
This is where the
work on that.
But this is where the survival. So this is where the organization needs to look at their stock valuation continuously, and their business metrics, because the tribe that silenced the guy yelling "Tiger, Tiger, Tiger," and somebody conformed, got eaten by the tiger.
They might keep the warmth of the cave going, but
there was a bear.
But to go and innovate, you needed to go out of the cave. So that is it. Organizations are not a tribe. We're not a family. Organizations are different. It's the form that goes out and creates something new to the world. It's not the thing that preserves. Everybody has its own family.
Yeah.
That's not what work is for.
Yeah.
So I think that's kind of like my 2 cents. Yes, human beings behave as a tribe. They should not be a tribe at work.
I agree. And the last but not least is people need to think and have more conversations with regards to how feedback is provided at work. Because most people don't know how to give feedback. If you remember, when we did all these nice, cool podcasts with the Mike and Mark, when we used to listen to them, one of the main thing that they were talking about
Manager tools.
tools.
It's good. If somebody wants to listen, they've thousands of episodes of management tips and tricks.
And the main thing is how to give feedback. How do you give feedback to peers? How do you give feedback to employees? And how do you construct the structure of feedback? Because a lot of people think that they need to be a psychologist. You're not a trained psychologist, especially if you work in tech. More likely than not, your ability to actually speak to humans is meh at best. Just think of a feedback in a structure of, when you do this, this is the outcome. Is this the outcome that you mean? If this is not the outcome that you mean, you need to think of doing something different. When you take action A, this is outcome B. And don't overthink it. Don't do the sandwich of, oh, but your hair looks so nice.
And don't go and talk about feelings, emotions, or tied to characteristics.
Yeah.
You're a good person, but it's not about that. It's only about actions, outcomes. Talk about only that, because this is work, and in this place, this is what we need to focus on. So when you are working on the project in that way, the outcome is Y and it's not good enough. Let's change the way you do X so that Y is increased in 20%. That's a way to give feedback in the workforce. Nothing about emotions, nothing about character. Yeah.
Yep. Cool.
Good.
Awesome. Anything else?
That's for today. Let's
Read the
create
article.
more. Read the article. Let's drop it in the notes. We'll send the link. And let us know what you think.
Oh, one last thing. I do have the bears that look like the Beatles that I got from
In Canada.
in Canada. And we have seen 0 bears in Canada. We've seen more bears swimming in
was
people's
too-
pools
It
when
was
it's hot
too
in
hot for
Massachusetts.
them.
Yes.
The Didi and Lital Show is a weekly podcast. Please rate, review us, share with friends. We will see you next week.
See you next week.
Bye. Didi.